What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a game that I really haven't mentioned in the channel, but a game that I've played for many years now, and a game that I am actually surprised by how much has changed over the years. You know what I mean? So most people who have been around the gaming space for some time know about the game No Man's Sky. You know what I mean? This game had such high expectations, such high aspirations when it released in 2016, and it just failed to meet any of those expectations that were set in the trailers and stuff. It's almost like a complete and utter scam. But nowadays, this game is actually really holds up and is a really enjoyable experience. I just wanted to talk about how I feel about the game because honestly, this game is practically unrecognizable from the original product that came out in 2016, which has just been super impressive. Like these days, a game flops and just is just forgotten about and just completely, just gone. Like it's like the game flops and then they just immediately give up on it. But Hello Games, I've been extremely impressed by how they've been able to pretty much resurrect this game. I think it's at like some of the highest numbers it's been at through the entirety of its existence with this new update, which they introduced Corvettes, which is basically custom ships that you can use, that you can make and customize yourself. But I do want to mention some things before we get too much into the video. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to my game capture real fast, so we can talk about this a bit more. So here we are. We're on a space station. One thing I've really liked what they've done over the years is they changed how the space stations look, where every space station was really bland. Now they're really unique and stuff. But I also wanted to talk about some glitches and bugs I've encountered throughout my experiences of this latest update. I feel like this has been the buggiest the game has ever been with them adding the Corvettes. First of all, pretty much a fucking game-breaking glitch that I ran into that they just recently patched in the latest update that came out a couple days ago was the ability to duplicate every part on your ship, your Corvette. So not only does that give you the ability to make massive ships, I'll even show you the one that I made because of this glitch. I literally was able to hit the part limit because all I had to do was a simple duplication glitch to make all my parts, get all the parts I needed to make this ship. Now this ship is literally hitting the part limit. It is 100 parts, and it only took me a few hours to make it, and pretty much zero grinding to make it. Like this ship was took, like I said, very little effort to make, and I was able to get all these parts by trading them. I still don't even know what this freaking terminal right here is used for, but I don't know if I really enjoy the trading system very much in the game. But that was one glitch that was like completely game breaking because not only could you just make a massive ship like this in a very small amount of time, but also you can sell those parts because those parts go for quite a bit of money. Like those engines on the side each go for like almost 2 million. You could just continuously do that because it took no effort. All you had to do was delete all the parts on your ship and then just back out without saving changes, and you get all those parts straight into your inventory while keeping your ship the same. So you could just go to the Galactic Trade Terminal right over there and sell that shit for millions. I didn't do that. I didn't exploit that glitch. I mean, I do have a lot of units, but I didn't exploit that glitch only but once because I had all those extra parts and I just might as well sell them. And I got like almost 100 million off just doing that once. So if you're ever playing this game and wondering like how the fuck do these people have such massive ships and you didn't catch on to the duplication glitch, for one, I feel bad for you, but that's why they have these big ships, because they clearly duplicated it with no effort. I feel like the legit way is a bit too grindy, so I honestly blame no one for doing that. But yeah, moment of silence for the people who weren't able to exploit that glitch. Alright, moving on. A few glitches I also encountered was with the Nexus missions. For some reason, the Nexus missions don't like you traveling on the Corvette at all. Like, you'll go on the Corvette and the mission will just straight up glitch out, where like you'd go to a location to progress the mission and shit will just not spawn. Another thing I noticed is that the Sentinels are super buggy, to where they'll just fly up into the damn lower atmosphere. You can never attack them when they're because they're so far away. You just cannot hit them. But because of that, there's like certain missions where you have to like the hack the sentinel pillar mission. Like you have to destroy all the sentinels in the area for you to be able to progress that mission. But if the sentinels are like literally so high up that you can barely see them, you cannot progress that mission. And it's just basically you're soft locked, or the mission will just like you'll run out of time, and then all the sentinels will just reset, and they have to do it all again. I've had to quit a few Nexus missions because of that, even like late into the missions as well, because the game glitched out like that, and it fucked me over. Another glitch I ran into is where people was on my Corvette inside the anomaly, and they were checking out my ship, and if I took off while they're in my ship, it would warp me to one of their systems. But since there was like, I guess, I don't know what it was, but like, since there were so many people on my ship, that it just completely crashed the game. Like, the game just fucking died. That's another thing. Another glitch I ran into. Like, I'm just gonna go through all of them. Another glitch I ran into where what happened was the components inside my inside my Corvette, all these went to my other ship, my other starship, which is my Sentinel ship, right here, and just completely glitched out. So I had less slots than these like 3 rows. I had less technology slots than these 3 rows, and I got like 2 more extra rows of storage because the game moved the storage components from the Corvette. See how these do press 3 cargo slots? It moved those over to my, I don't even know how I did it, but it moved those components, those technology slots, over to my starship, which was just a normal starship, not a Corvette. And I couldn't remove them, I couldn't delete them or anything. And what it did was it took those +3 cargo slots and all these buffs and stuff and applied it to my current starship, which is this Sentinel ship right here. So I was able to get like 20 to 30 free slots of inventory, because which is worth, like, each slot is 75 million. So that's hundreds of millions, if not like damn near a billion fucking units worth of free slots, because the game just for some reason did that glitch. At first I thought I was like gonna fuck up my starship because gonna have them all there and I couldn't remove them. But what it ended up doing was I reset the game and it just applied all those changes and saved them, which was like fucking crazy. Another glitch I ran into as well was when I was riding in a ship entering the anomaly. I would just like fall through the map. Like the Corvette would freeze, enter the anomaly, and then it would just disappear and I'd fall. Thankfully, spacewalking is a thing, because if that was before they introduced that, now I would have just fucking died from fall damage. So it wasn't that big of a deal, but it was still kind of like annoying because I was going to turn in a Nexus mission, and I just lost my rewards from that Nexus mission because of that. Another glitch I ran into as well was when we had a couch or whatever set up in the. This has been fixed, but they had a couch. We had a couch in one of the ships, right? And they got rid of this because it would literally bug out, and make you sink through the ship. But yeah, we sat in it, and you just fall through the fucking space station or the anomaly or whatever you were over, and you just fall through it. Fall through the ship. Now you can't even sit on them. Oh, now you can. I guess they fixed that. I'll take back what I said about not being able to sit on it. But before, you just sink through the fucking ship and fall forever. But yeah, this has been like a super like buggy experience. I really enjoy what they did with the Corvettes and just the game entirely. This game is like literally unrecognizable from the product that was released in 2016. I cannot deny that. But man, has it been such a buggy mess since this new update dropped. I don't know if this is how it is for every update, because I only play this game like once or twice a year before I drop it. I've been playing it probably the most I ever have during this update because I've just been really enjoying it and stuff, what they've done with the game and stuff. But my goodness, have they like really messed this update up in such a weird way. with the duplication glitch and the different like glitching out and stuff. Like apparently my cousin was telling me like when you took off in the Corvette while someone was riding, they would just fly out the back. Like there would be like no friction. Now you can literally ride on top of the ship and you can pulse drive or whatever, and the person will just stick to the top of the ship. But yeah, I just wanted to discuss that. Like that's why I have this fucking massive ship, is because I fucking exploited the game. That was kind of a shitty thing to do, but like, dude, the grind is kind of crazy. Like you get what you have to find is like salvage technology or whatever, which they only give you like maybe 1 or 2 parts per salvage technology, which is absolutely crazy considering that you need 2 to 3 fucking technologies just to trade one in. For one part, unless you want the parts that you get from the salvage, you'll get 1 part for every 2 you find, which is like each salvage technology. You get like maybe 1 part, maybe 1 part. So I don't know. For a ship that's 100 parts, that would have taken so fucking long. And honestly, the grind of this game isn't like my favorite either. So anyway, I'm just gonna switch off here real fast. But overall, man, I've really enjoyed the game. It's so crazy to think about how much they changed. Like the space stations are fucking completely like unrecognizable. They introduced freighters to the game, fleets. I really wish they'd add to where you can have multiple freighters in a single fleet. I don't know why they haven't added that. Customized freighters would be fucking crazy, but if it's gonna be anything like this was on release, I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna be. I really feel like they don't really play test their game very much, because there were some glitches that weren't even like I found I found some of these out by like like duplication glitch. I found out by complete accident. I was told about it, but then I didn't really know how to do it, and then I did it by accident, and that shit was super easy to exploit. Sentinels are buggy, and like sometimes I just be like taking random damage while walking around and stuff. Like it's like I take fall damage, but like I'm just walking. I don't know if that's like a lag thing, because I do have pretty poor internet. I'll admit that. Pretty poor internet, but I also feel like they should probably, I don't know if they have, I didn't make a new character, but they should probably update the introduction of the game. I feel like it's a bit dated. It's been exactly the same since the game released back in 2016. Speaking of, I've been playing the game since 2019 when it released for Xbox, and I know I keep saying it, but once again, dude, the game is just completely different. There's so many different unique planets, different varieties of space stations. There's like pirate state systems now and stuff, and like different ways to make units and stuff, and just overall, I think the game is heading in the right direction. But man, has this? I don't know how this is. If this is how it is for every single major update they come out with, but my goodness, has this update been? It's just a buggy fucking mess, man. But I do really enjoy this game. I just want to just like kind of show some appreciation towards the developers of Hello Games, because man, they have really transformed this game from what it was in 2016 to where everyone was kind of like poking fun at it and be like, damn, this game was a complete fucking scam, to what it is now, which is just like a game that is really stands on its own 2 feet, and they still updating the game. And I'm excited for the future of this game because they keep improving on it, man. And who knows what the future they add unique sentinels to. They didn't used to have like the healing sentinels and the sentinels that call in reinforcements and stuff. They didn't used to have that. They had so many different planets. Planets used to be fucking bland. They all used to look the same. Now they have like all kinds of different variations of it. Because I remember like just exploring the game was just kind of repetitive, and there wasn't any point in stopping that system because all the planets were exactly the same. Like there was no difference between them. The game's a lot more fun now. I just wanted to say that how much this game has changed over the years. If you've played this game recently, I just want to tell you that like, this game is actually pretty good. I'm kind of confused though on as to why they're releasing this. They still selling this game at $60 though. I mean, this is a game that's almost a decade old, and they're still selling it for $60. I understand that they're putting efforts into the game and they are improving upon it, but like, come on, man! Like $60 for a 9-year-old game shouldn't that shouldn't exist really. I mean, this ain't EA that we're talking about here. This is just some indie developer making this game, so it's kind of confusing to me. Another thing that I want to mention as well is I bought this game on Xbox, and one of the things that they allowed me to do was to transfer that bought game over to my PC through the Microsoft Store, and that was really cool because not pretty much no game does that shit. Like, so that was really nice. But after this most recent update, I wasn't able to play online at all on that version of the game. Like I tried it through the Microsoft Store, didn't work. I tried it through Xbox, through Game Pass, and it still didn't fucking work. I wasn't able to access the online services, nor was I able to join friends or anything. So I had to buy the game a second time. Luckily, it was on sale on Steam for me to be able to access online services and to be able to join friends. So I don't know what the fuck to do with that was with that. I tried troubleshooting I've tried looking for answers on all kinds of different like forums and websites, and I tried, reinstalling the game, everything I could think of to fix the problem, but I could not do it. So I don't know if that's like something that they did because that version, like, I don't know. I don't know if they did that shit because it was technically free and then they want you to pay for it or what, but kind of shitty in my opinion. I don't know if it's just from my end or if it was just the game, because I reinstalled it and it still didn't fix it. I tried all kinds of different things and it still didn't fix it. So I don't know. Anyway, guys, just a little something me talking about the game, man. I'm gonna be playing this game quite a bit. I probably won't make any more content on the game. I love checking out the Corvettes and stuff. I think the Corvette is such an awesome addition to the game. Being added customized vehicles and stuff, super awesome. Love what Helicame's doing. Maybe they just need to kind of like play test their game a little bit more before they release these updates. I don't know if this update was rushed or what, but a whole host of problems coming through the game after this. Like, this is the buggiest it's ever been for me. But there, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. If you play this game, let me know what you think about the update and stuff, and if you want to correct me on anything I've been mistaken on or whatever, go ahead and drop a comment or whatever, and let me know your opinions and stuff. So, but anyway, I'm gonna leave this right here, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.